I saw a lot of questions going around with what is happening with the offline version, what will it look like, will global get an offline version, stuff like that. And also, what does all of this mean with Konosuba? Is Konosuba dead? Do we have to expect anything in the future? In today's video, I just want to go quickly over that. I want to do a quick recap of the live stream we had a while ago regarding the offline version, all the other stuff, and just also talk a bit about my own opinion on different type of topics. So if you're curious about any of that, please stick with the video, watch it, and I hopefully can answer some or maybe most of your questions. If there are any other questions that you have, feel free to ask me in the comments down below and I will gladly try to answer them. And yeah, I'm Katsuma Gaming, let's get right into this. And first things first is of course the quick stream summary. I'm not going to do a full summary, but I still want to talk about a few things. For example, the game is up for 1,800 plus days from the beginning until the end of the game. So yes, end of February we would celebrate the 5th anniversary. So we are sadly short of that by a month, but still really cool. Regarding the offline version, it will look like that. We are getting 5 different apps, which I think is actually a pretty smart idea. We first have the normal app, which will be the updated version of the current JP app, so it will automatically transfer to that app version, and the other 4 you need to download. The first one will be the asset viewer kind of app, so you can go in there. You can watch your live 2D models, you can watch your sprite models, you can even go into a dummy combat, so you can choose your character, you can choose an enemy, and you have full ulti ready, you have no cooldown, so you can just pretty much use your skills, watch all the animations, stuff like that. All of that will be in there, excluding collaboration stuff. So all the animations and all the story and stuff like that for collab units will sadly not be in the offline version, which is why I tried to record it before it's gone. Then we actually have 4 different story apps. So these are just to watch the story. We have the main story, we have event part 1, we have event part 2, and we have character stories. So no matter what you're interested in, you can just download the corresponding app after it will be available and have full access to all the story. The good thing is, since this will be an offline version, I'm pretty confident there will be no VPN required to play these apps. You just need to get the app somehow, either through APK stores like KU app or APK Pure, something like that, or you can just make a JP Google Play or iOS account and just download it through that way, which is probably the most safe one, but it can be tricky to do it. So, you know, whatever option fits the best for you, you can just do it. And with that, you can pretty much have all of Konosuba preserved. There is one thing that I don't like about it too much, is that the fact we have the combat thing here. You can see that, you know, there's just one enemy, one character. Maybe in the future we can potentially hope for an update where, you know, we can have multiple teams where we can make our own fake dummy arenas with like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 mobs, make them infinite health like here the mob, make them diable, make them specific elements, stuff like that. I think you can also choose what type of enemy you want to battle, so you can, you know, see all the enemy sprites as well. But yeah, I will check it out once it is out there and we'll make a video about everything. But yeah, you can see pretty much everything important here. Let me actually move it a bit over to the left here, that you can see full everything. So we have the main screen where we have the you know, the character overview. There's a storybook thing in here, but not sure about that. There's actually a part in the video where they showed the offline version of how it looks. I don't want to show it here, but if you're curious, check out the live stream or check my coverage of the live stream, see my reactions and stuff like that. But that is pretty much the main app. See the characters, see the enemies, see the assists, stuff like that, and, you know, have this fake kind of dummy battle going on. Then we have, of course, the oh, we actually have the character voices in here. So that's the character tab here, where you can listen to that and play the different kind of audios. I think, you know, also kind of cool to have. And then we have, of course, the 4 main story apps that pretty much look like that. So here we can see the main story app with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we can see one of the other apps where you can probably see the character stories, the Konosuba recap story from season 1 and 2. So again, all of the story will not be lost besides collaboration story, which is sad, but it also makes sense why they do it like that. offline version, no data will be transferred to the offline version. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you had an account or not, nothing will be transferred, everything will be unlocked. There will only be an iOS and Android version, so no DMM PC version, that will be gone. And again, no collaboration elements in there. It's like the big free key information they give it to us. As I said, they will finish a story. Global just got story chapter 5 free. There is an interlude, but we don't know yet if it will come to the global version or not. And besides that, just, you know, some campaigns to give us lots of free stuff. There will also be, there are 2 special boss events. One of them was already gone. I made a video about it, which is like the special Daniel boss fight. And right now we have the special Sylvia boss fight until the end of the game. There are videos for both of them on the channel. And soon there will also be this thing, which is pretty much just use areas to buy tokens to help Kazuma get out of debt. I think it just gives you a title or something like that. I will record it once it's out there, but nothing too crazy. Birthday stories are still coming until the end of the game. Nothing too crazy. We got a really cool looking special end of the game celebration image with like every character in there, which also includes the characters we didn't get in global. So Rain is there, Nirimaki is there, Shelly is there up there. All the units are pretty much in there besides collaboration units. And I think it's a pretty gorgeous image. So if you want to get that, I think I posted it in my Discord. I posted it in the community tab, or just Twitter. You can get it there. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. They also had some special shikishis printed out for the voice actors. I made a cake, so that was kind of cool. They also, over the time, posted some really cool stuff here on Twitter that I just want to quickly go through. And here, by the way, if you are curious about is Konosuba dying, no, they still have the Cabbage Village collaboration going on with stuff happening there. We got rerun events, I talked about that. The OVA is still coming, which is cool. So we'll see maybe if we get another season after the OVA drops. But first that, which still takes a while before it comes out. And then, of course, first in theaters before it comes out officially. So you have to wait for that. Here, this is, by the way, the first secret boss fight that we got versus Daniel. If you want to know more about him, watch the story or watch the videos of the story when I upload them, whatever you do. Collaboration with like kitchen devices where you have like a literally fridge, was it? Or like a air fryer or like a rice cooker, something like that. It was pretty expensive when I checked it out. So, you know, other stuff is still coming around, other companies still doing collaboration, stuff like that. Again, more restart stuff, more advertising for the OVA that is coming around. So they did really hype the OVA up a lot, more Cabbage Village. There was a sneak peek here where I thought like, oh, maybe it's a sneak peek for something new coming. But sadly, it was just for the new year, the Sylvia trailer that they dropped where she said something because it's the year of the snake. Sylvia's a snake. Makes sense. We are also getting one last Baldia arena by the end, which I will play it. I think having a Baldia arena as the final arena when it was the first arena in the global version, JP version, makes a lot of sense and is kind of cool. Here, the second secret boss versus, you know, final form Sylvia, also kind of cool that we got that. They are actually challenging and was somewhat hard to do, but not too hard if you have all the units maxed out, I guess. You know, all the stuff is coming out. We have the final song of the Axel's Heart that dropped. I shared it as well. It's really cool. They also sold the official version of it. I bought it. I have the official full version of it. Maybe I include it eventually in the stream intro outro, so you maybe have a chance to hear it there, maybe. But yeah, really cool that it's there. They also promote it big. There's also a lot of voice actors and the singers, you know, posting about it. Final song, please listen to it and stuff like that. So the part in the community is still in there and it's still going on strong. So with that, I think it's a pretty good summary that first up, the voice actors are still happy with the game and happy that they participate in it. They still produce the new content that they promised, which is really cool. And of course, we still have the OVA coming with more stuff. Can come after that, but I don't think they announced season 4 before the OVA is even out. So wait a bit more for hopefully season 4 news. Manga is still continuing in the JP version. The official author also said that he, in theory, in the future wants to make a follow-up story of Konosuba, maybe a after story or spin-off, whatever. There are 2 spin-offs as well, the Megumin spin-off and the Dust spin-off. I think they are both finished, but there's a lot of more Konosuba content that you can consume if you want to. So yeah, no, Konosuba is not done. Konosuba is not dead. More stuff is coming, and I don't see any reason to be scared of the future of Konosuba if you like the franchise. There are no information so far regarding new games coming, but I also expect that we are getting something new in the future, so until that point, just have to wait. And with that, I think it's time to just say other things that I have in my head. First things first, again, as far as we know, Soft said there will be no offline version for global, sadly. I understand why it makes a lot of sense to not do it, especially because all the future events for the next year, they would need to translate and have it in there or remove it, which is also manual work. So either of that will be work for no profit whatsoever. So I can see it. If you missed it, we are having right now a special login campaign that gives us a lot of quartz and other stuff, so you can max your units out, hopefully, and have a finished account by the end of it. Besides collaboration units, if you missed them, but everything else. They also were nice enough to unlock all birthday stories, even the ones that you potentially missed, but also the ones that just never got shown. So if you go to other and birthday, you can see, for example, the Iris birthday stories in there that this account probably missed. Union's birthday stories in there up until pretty much everything 25. So yeah, even if you missed one of those, you can see they will appear in here now and you can watch them later, which is cool to have. I think it's sad that we don't get the birthday stories you never seen the global version. So for example, since the game dropped 1 or 2 days before Union's birthday, the first birthday story we ever gotten was Union's birthday story of 2021, or 2020 actually, so none of the 2020 stories are in here. Again, sad, but I try to see if I can record them in the JP version so we have them documented somewhere, but there are also JP channels out there who have stuff like that recorded, so I don't think everything will be lost even if I don't record everything fully, but I'm still trying to do that. So again, reminder, if you want to watch the story with me, watch the live streams or watch the YouTube videos once I upload them. I would appreciate that, to have it all documented somewhere, but cool that they do that. I also asked them if they can do the same thing with the story events, maybe even the recruit events. I'm not sure if they did add anything in here. As far as I see, I don't see anything new that I haven't watched. So either I still have all the stories from events already, or they haven't done it yet and maybe do it in the future, I'm not sure. But if you see any story that you have that I don't have, let me know, and I can see if I can get another account where I can record it eventually if I get to it. That would be cool. Same, of course, with the recruit stories. I will try to go through them and record them, but stuff will take time. There's a lot in here. At least all of these should be more quick. So I think if I make them a YouTube video, I will not make one YouTube video for each of those. I just go through a bunch of them and record them or something like that. Maybe just all of them, make it like one big thing. You will see eventually, right? But that's all in that regard. There is the thing regarding the main story. I said it before, we have story chapter 5.3 now. There is an interlude where the new Axel Hart song appears in. That is not yet in global. I pinged CM areas, so far no information if we get the interlude or not. So I will try to record it worst case in JP and see if that is like one of the videos where I try to see if I can make subtitles for it or something like that. Not sure. But yeah, I will try to record as much as I can so we have most of the stuff documented. If you're curious about any assets, the asset view will be there, but also the GitHub exists where you can get all of the images. I also try to record all of the videos with like proper subtitles. By the way, if you're ever confused why some songs appear multiple times in here, it's because they have the song in here with Korean and non-Korean subtitles. Or just because it appears multiple times, I guess, not sure. But I saw at least one song have Korean subtitles and the other didn't, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm not documenting Korean stuff, sorry for that. I don't have the access to it and I'm not planning to do that. Especially since if I would make a new account, it would be... But yeah, that's all in that regard. I will try to stream soon my summons. There will be, by the end of January, one stream in the last week where I'll do the final summons, one big summon session where I just throw in every pull that I have from JP and Global into the banner. And with that, see if I can finish Global. I already have JP completed, and yes, with complete, I mean complete. Every character maxed out in skill potions. all the characters pulled, including collaboration units, all the events are done, all the stories watched, pretty much everything I can do. I might have missed one title of the rerun event, but even if I don't have it missed, I don't care, to be honest, since it's just a rerun event. It's the same title with like a button in there, which makes it even worse than the original one. So I have the original one, I'm happy. All the panel missions and stuff like that is cleared, so my JP account is fully maxed out. With that, I'm just waiting for the final summons, and for global, the final summons might hopefully give me all the missing units. I might do polls yesterday, since the video probably drops on Thursday, and I do my polls on Wednesday if I stream Wednesday, to get the Kazuma and Aqua, so my infinite summons will be there, and hopefully make community posts, Discord news and stuff like that. So hopefully you have watched it. If not, feel free to check out the VOD. I'm also still debating how I should upload my remaining summons video. I currently made the decision that I will wait until February until I upload them, so even after the game is gone, you can still feel a bit nostalgic by, you know, having my summons video coming out in February and or March. So, you know, even after the game is done, you have at least some Konosuba content to watch or rewatch, depending on watch you live or not. I think it might be a nice idea for you to, you know, still have it around you, even if not daily playing it and stuff like that. At least that's what I want to do, and hope it helps also me to let it go easier. I mean, I already took a break to have an easier let it go phase, but I try to come back to do this week's arena, next week's arena, JP arenas, to, you know, play the remaining time that I have, because I just realized it's only like less than 2 weeks now before the game is gone, and God, it will be weird. It will be so weird. But yeah, are there any other questions that I haven't answered? I think this should hopefully be every question that you have. Wait, let me just think if there's anything else I want to say. Of course, thank you for everything, for everyone who watched through the journey. Thank you for all the things you did. Sorry that my content was over the last few months not that consistent as I wanted it to be, but you know, the announcement just killed a lot of thrive. I made almost all the banner guides besides maybe one or two. I made some arena guides, not much though, but I still have my old arena runs from the JP version up there to watch how to do it and stuff like that. So you could have just watched that if you really wanted to. I'm not sure if I make another arena guide or not. Again, we'll see for the last arena if I feel motivated enough to make it, or if I just hide my secret strat to maybe finish the last arena as rank 1 would be kind of cool. I'm not sure if I can do it though, because some people are pretty good in this game and it will be a tough challenge. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. We have the last banner, we have potentially the last 3. If there is an update on the interlude, watch it, hear the song, it's a banger. The animations are gorgeous. I will also try to upload it after the game is done in 2 versions. One will be the official version with no audio because copyright claims. I will also upload the song a second time and make it available for members only, so you know, people who pay me can watch it with audio, because I don't care then if I make money from revenue or not. I guess. But of course there's the official YouTube channel, the JP one, where you can also watch the song with music if you want it that way. I have a higher resolution because I recorded it in 2K. But yeah, no, I think that's everything. Again, regarding the future of this channel, I stream a lot of the Hoyoverse games right now. I also plan to make some talks about retro gaming, because I'm gotten way too deep into retro gaming recently, with like doing research on how to, what upscalers exist, which one I got, how to set it up, getting all the other consoles, maybe cleaning them up, maybe even editing them, like fixing them, restoring them, stuff like that. What I've done good, what I've done maybe bad by destroying one potentially. Thinking about it also be a cool story. It's of course completely different than what you've seen so far, so maybe I just make it a separate channel, or just make it a hybrid channel with everything I like in there, and you can just watch the content that you're curious about. And if you don't want to watch any of those games, you can also of course unsubscribe. Sucks, but you know, I know some people are just here for Konosuba. Is that. I also try to make more Konosuba content in general. There's still the Switch game that I want to finish off, so might as well make it a whole series of like videos or VODs where I just upload them. There's also my huge collection that I'm still debating on how I want to record it. Like, do I want to go for each item one by one and record it, make a video about it? Do I want to make short videos about them? Do I want to talk more about them and maybe show off multiple figurines at once? For example, showing all the Nendos I have, then showing all the Figmas I have, all the pop-up parades, all the scale figures, all the bunny figures, all the plushies, all the keychains, all the standees, or like mixed up the standees and keychains because I have way too many of those, same with buttons, one scrolls and stuff like that. I'm still debating how I want to do it. I have the videos of my girlfriend unboxing some of the merch that I can upload, but it's longer than 1 minute or 3 minutes now. So I need to also cut it down, speed it up, whatever, to fix it in 3 minutes. So yeah, we'll see what I work with that, but there will be more Konosuba stuff coming. Maybe I'll also talk about the anime itself. Maybe I'll talk about the light novel and the manga. I'm still figuring things out. I just go how I please, I guess. So no promises on what content will come when. I just need to A, find my footing again, and B, get the motivation again to make videos. I did it for a few years now, and I know there are people out there who do it longer, but great for them. I burned myself out by trying to make daily videos or multiple videos per week, which is exhausting, especially since I'm doing thumbnails myself, editing, recording, stuff like that. I have no one that helps me with anything, so it's just exhausting, especially with the limited time I have and the other hobbies I have and the other games that I play. It also needs time, so I'll need to see how things look when Konosuba is gone and I have that stuff all finished off my table. How much time I actually have then to start making new projects, new stuff. We'll see that. We'll see that. Yeah, I think that's also something that I should have shared. Yeah. Are there any other questions that I haven't answered? Feel free to write them down below. As I said before, I'll try to answer them. Again, if there are any changes, like Sesisoft suddenly announcing, hey, offline version is coming, but only for the main story, for example, or hey, offline version is coming, but only the asset viewer and, you know, or whatever. I don't know. I'll share all the information I have with you. Will be cool to get something. There are also, in theory, talks about if we can make like a fan server of this game, or like if I can make a modded JP offline version, that it will be the English version. All of that sounds cool and all, but all of that also takes a lot of time and I can't do it myself. I'm gonna say that right away. While I do have programming skills, why I am a professional programmer, I've never done much reverse engineering besides the work for the bot and getting the assets. So if there are some people out there who are interested and have some knowledge, feel free to contact me. Maybe we can also get in touch with the Dragaria Lost server to make something happen, but right now I tried to crack the offline, the global version. I couldn't. That's why the bot also died back then. We just couldn't crack it. As sad as this was, but that's how it is. So without that, there's no shot I can make a global offline server. Same with like modding the app. I have never done that. Maybe it's actually somewhat easier. I can just extract it, exchange the text files from JP text to English text, and it will just work like that. Not sure. I might need to have for that. I do research, so maybe some other people can do it. Maybe other people can help me do it. I would be down for that, but right now there are no plans for me to do anything like that, just because I don't have the know-how, and I'm not sure if I have the time to do all the deep dive into it, how to do it and make it work. So yeah, I want to get that out of the way here as well, in case people are coping or hoping that there is an unofficial offline version or something like that. Maybe in the future when someone help me or someone does it, but nothing that I heard so far that something like that will come. But yeah, last question that I want to address here is, should I still play JP and or global now with the final banner done out there, maybe me having all the units and stuff like that? Up to you, pretty much. Again, I think the next arena is a lot of fun. I recommend playing it if you don't care about. You could just uninstall it, move away, and save yourself some time, I guess. But I think it's fun, and so it's not wasting time for me to have fun in the game, even if it's gone afterwards. I can still have fun with it, right? There's no stopping me there. So I recommend just play it, have fun, maybe use the remaining login campaign to do even more polls, just for fun. Maybe fun summons recording at the end of the year where you just throw in all your polls, stuff like that. Again, right now is so much free stuff to max out your stuff, like another 6,000 quarters from the campaign, stamina, truly ticket, all the crystalline to make the equipment, stuff like that. Everything you need to make your units maxed out should be in there, especially with the last campaign combined. All the quartz that you potentially need to pull all the units should be in there. So yeah, if you have fun with it, play it, do it. If not, then just feel free to quit. Again, no reason to make a GP account now. I think unless you still want to play with the new units out there, like fully play with them, then do it, get it while you can. But it's not needed to have like the offline version running and stuff like that. There will be no benefits from transferring your account because the account will not get transferred. Still sad, but it is what it is. So yeah, I hope also answered that question with it. But yeah, I think that's enough rambling. That's all I know out of my head that I want to talk about. Again, if there are other questions, feel free to comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.